The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you say how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello and welcome to the Papyrus TV News Update. First, the headlines. Atiku accuses Senate President Akpabio of corruption, misconduct. Senate dismisses sexual harassment petition against Akpabio amid chaotic hearing. Tinubu appoints governing council for new federal university in Ekiti. Internal Security Commissioner resigns amid cabinet shakeup. Senate to probe violation of federal character principle in government appointments. APC chieftain urges AMAC chairman to defect for development. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu calls for free HIV/AIDS treatment in Nigeria. The details. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has criticized Senate President Godswill Akpabio, accusing him of corruption and abuse of power. Speaking in an interview, Atiku expressed concerns about governance in Nigeria, particularly the leadership of the National Assembly. He stated that he was not surprised by alleged corruption within the Senate and questioned Akpabio's past conduct as governor. Atiku also suggested that the opposition could form a coalition similar to the 2014 merger that led to the victory of President Muhammadu Buhari. While he did not confirm if he would run for president in 2027, he emphasized the need for experienced leadership. As political realignments continue ahead of the next general elections, Atiku's statements indicate growing opposition efforts to challenge the ruling party. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate dismissed a petition alleging misconduct against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. The petition was submitted by Zubairu Yakubu on behalf of suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. During the hearing, tensions escalated when legal representatives and former Minister of Education, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, clashed with Senator Onyekachi Nwaebonyi. The confrontation disrupted proceedings before order was restored. The Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions ruled that the matter could not be deliberated since it was already in court. Yakubu and his legal team criticized the decision, alleging bias. Ezekwesili called for an independent investigation, arguing that constitutional principles should take precedence over Senate procedures. The controversy surrounding the petition has raised further concerns about transparency and accountability in Nigeria's political system. Continuing, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed key officials for the newly established Federal University of Technology and Environmental Sciences in Iyi Ekiti, Ekiti State. Senator Binta Masi Garba has been named Pro-Chancellor and Chairperson of the Governing Council. Other members include Professor Joseph Olurotimi Soya, Mr. Efe Emefienin Emmanuel, Dr. Joyce Ogunyemi, and Alhaji Dahiru Abdullahi Ruma. The university's first principal officers have also been appointed, with the Vice-Chancellor being Professor James Olugbenga Aribisala, Registrar Mr. Oluwole Olalere Dada, Bossa Mrs. Adeniyi Rachel Ajayi, and the librarian Professor Isaac Oluwadare Busayo. The institution is set to admit its first students in September 2025. In a related move, Tinubu appointed Professor Mohammed Salihu Audu as Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Board of the Federal University of Health Sciences, Otukpo, Benue State. These appointments reflect the government's commitment to expanding education and research across Nigeria. In other news, Kano State Commissioner for Internal Security and Special Services, Major General Muhammad Inuwa Idris, retired, has resigned from his position. His resignation was confirmed by the state government, which thanked him for his contributions to Kano's security sector. Idris had been appointed in August 2024 to lead the newly created ministry and played a key role in shaping security policies. Although no official reason was given for his departure, speculation suggests internal political tensions may have played a role. His resignation follows that of Mohammed Digol, Commissioner for Project Monitoring and Evaluation, earlier this year. Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf assured residents that security and governance remain priorities and a replacement for Idris will be announced soon. Moving on, the Nigerian Senate has launched an investigation into the alleged abuse of the federal character principle in recruitment, promotions, and infrastructure across federal institutions. During plenary, lawmakers directed the Senate Committee on Federal Character and Intergovernmental Affairs to assess compliance with constitutional provisions and report back in 4 weeks. The motion, sponsored by Senate Minority Whip Osita Ngu, raised concerns about disparities in public sector recruitment and promotions. He highlighted limited opportunities, political interference, and deviations from merit-based appointments. Ngu argued that while the Federal Character Commission is responsible for ensuring fairness, it has been hindered by underfunding and lack of enforcement powers. He pointed out that several key institutions, including the NNPC, NPA, and PENCOM, have not adhered to federal character guidelines. The Senate's investigation aims to address these concerns and recommend measures for transparency and compliance in federal appointments and infrastructure distribution. Furthermore, a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC, Honorable Gabriel Bravo Oluohu, has urged Abuja Municipal Area Council AMAC Chairman, Honorable Christopher Zaka Mekalangu, to join the ruling party. In a statement, Oluohu said Mekalangu's leadership and development efforts would benefit the APC, particularly in resolving internal party issues and securing future electoral victories. He praised Mekalangu's achievements in human capital development and infrastructure, describing him as a political force with strong ties across party lines. Oluohu called on Mekalangu to make the move within 2 weeks, stating that his transition to APC would be beneficial for both him and the party. Mekalangu, a member of the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP), has yet to respond to the call. His political decisions in the coming weeks will be closely monitored. Conclusively, Nigeria's First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for free treatment for HIV/AIDS patients nationwide to improve healthcare access, especially for young people. Speaking in Asaba during a visit to the Delta State Traditional Rulers Council, Tinubu urged traditional rulers to support public health campaigns and combat harmful practices like female genital mutilation. She also promoted the Flow with Confidence initiative, which provides free sanitary pads to girls in rural areas to prevent school absences due to menstruation. Tinubu announced funding for tuberculosis treatment and pledged continued support for healthcare programs. Delta State Governor Sheriff Oborewori commended her efforts, highlighting the distribution of 10,000 professional kits to midwives in the South-South region. The First Lady is also set to launch the Free to Shine initiative in collaboration with the Organization of African First Ladies for Development to address HIV/AIDS and other health concerns affecting women. Her visit emphasized the federal government's commitment to improving healthcare, particularly in rural areas, and strengthening partnerships with traditional institutions.
The